Dear forum participants, ladies and gentlemen, first I would like to extend my sincere greetings to each of you and express my gratitude for the invitation to participate in the Samarkand Forum on Human Rights titled Environmental Challenges, the Future of Human Rights in a Changing World, Finding Sustainable Solutions. I wish the forum great success. In our rapidly globalizing modern world, dynamic processes and external influences such as changes in solar radiation intensity, recent global climate change and environmental conditions caused by human activity compel us to think deeply about the future of human rights and contribute to finding sustainable solutions. The right to live in a healthy environment, foundational to international human rights approaches and established in various international agreements, is also enshrined in the national legislation of many states. For instance, the Constitution of the Republic of Azerbaijan guarantees everyone the right to live in a healthy environment. In Azerbaijan, numerous state programs, strategies, national action plans, concepts, and other documents on environment protection, ecological enhancement, and efficient use of natural resources have been approved and implemented, with some still ongoing. The 4 goals of the UN Sustainable Development Goals, which serve as the main strategic roadmap globally, are dedicated to environmental issues such as clean water and sanitation, combating climate change and protecting marine and land ecosystems. However, the measures implemented so far are not sufficient. Thus, coordinating international, regional, and national instruments, preparing and implementing global strategies to protect human rights in the context of climate change and strengthening cooperation in this field are among the main priority issues. In support of promoting ecological sustainability, Azerbaijan has become a party of numerous international agreements, aligning itself with the current global environmental policies. According to Azerbaijan 2030 national priorities for socio-economic development, 5 national priorities for the country's socio-economic development have been planned for the next decade, one of which is a country of clean environment and green growth. By the relevant decree of the President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, this year was declared the year of solidarity for the green world in the Republic of Azerbaijan. This year, Azerbaijan will hold the 29th session of the Conference of the Parties to the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change, COP29. An organizing committee has been established and the plan of action has been approved following the relevant presidential decrees. One of the main directions of our activities is promotion of environmental rights, which is the vital component of human rights. We included the issues of addressing climate change and protection of environmental rights in this year's plan of action. It is important to note that the recent armed conflicts have become one of main sources of environmental pollution, which seriously threatens our planet. My country suffered from almost 3 decades of illegal occupation of other states, and after liberation of the occupied territories, as a commissioner, I visited there, and according to my observation, the nature, biodiversity, flora and fauna, water sources have been undergone serious damage. Speaking about the armed conflicts we cannot leave landmine problem aside. I can bring example from our own experience. After liberation of our lands from the occupation, we found out that hundreds of thousands of unexploded landmines had been planted in those areas by the occupant state in this period of their occupation. This situation threatens the life of people, causes the delay of return of IDPs to their native lands, and affects agricultural lands. It is obvious that restoring completely destroyed infrastructure and ecosystems will take many years and requires substantial financial resources. In this regard, I have made numerous appeals with statements to the world community, both during the war and post-war period, and our office prepared special reports based on our own independent investigations and the facts obtained as a result of these investigations. These reports were sent to the relevant international organizations, Ombudsman of foreign countries, and national human rights institutions. Since the end of the war in 2020, 361 of our citizens, most of whom were civilians, have become victims of landmines, with 68 killed and 293 seriously injured. The world should derive a lesson from the negative results of the past and take necessary action to prevent the recurrence of it. It is worth to note that integrating environmental rights into current priorities requires new approaches. Expanding international cooperation and implementing joint projects related to the promotion, protection, and monitoring of environmental human rights is crucial. Thank you very much for your attention.